Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back with me Wisnu Wicinaji. In this video, I will discuss MTCNA again, and now I will discuss is microtic access. Well, in this video, I will only explain about several things and their function. I will not practice for this video. Okay, let's go to start the discussion. The first is router OS access method. For router access method, this is a Winbox, a graphical user interface or GUI application for accessing and configuring MikroTik OS. Next, Webfig, a web-based interface for accessing and configuring MikroTik OS. Next, Telnet, a network protocol for accessing and configuring MikroTik OS via command line. And SSH Secure Shell, a network protocol for accessing and configuring MikroTik OS via command line with encryption. And then API, Application Programming Interface, a programming interface for accessing and configuring MikroTik OS via third-party application. Next, access router board with Winbox. For preparation, first we connect your computer to the same network as the router board. 2. Download and install Winbox. And 3. Have the router board login, credential, username, and password. Access tab, open Winbox and click connect, and then select API and enter the router board IP address, and then enter the login, username, and password. And the last is click connect to establish a connection. Next, for router virtual VNet Lab access with Winbox. For preparation, you ensure VNet Lab is installed and running, and ensure Winbox is installed on your computer, and ensure the virtual router in VNet Lab is configured and running. For step 1, open VNet Lab and ensure the virtual router you want to access is running, and 2, note the IP address of the virtual router in VNet Lab, and then open Winbox and click the connect button in the top left corner, and select API as the connection method. Enter the IP address of the virtual router in VNet Lab, enter the username and password for the virtual router, and last click the connect button to connect the virtual router. Tips: ensure you have sufficient access rights to access the virtual router, and if you don't have login information, try using the default username and password. Regularly update the firmware of the virtual router to ensure security and stability. Next, for access router board with Webfig, or to install is preparation, you need the router board is connected to the network, and your computer is connected to the same network as the router board, and you have the router board IP address. For the step 1, open a web browser on your computer and click page in Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox. Mozilla Firefox ya. Type the router board IP address in the browser address bar, followed by port 80, yeah, like this. And then press enter to open the Webfig login page. Enter the username and password for the router board. Click the login button to access the Webfig main page. For using Webfig, first after logging, then you will see the Webfig main page displaying information you about the router board, and you can access various menus and features of the router board through Webfig, such as configuring IP and network settings, configuring firewall and security settings, configuring interface and network device, configuring system, and other settings. Next, for the quickset is a feature on the router's OS that allow user to quickly and easily configure their router. This feature is designed to help users who don't have extensive technical experience to set up a router. With quickset, user can configure their router in just a few steps, including setting the IP address and subnet mask, setting the gateway and DNS, setting the username and password, configuring other network settings. Quickset also allows users to choose from pre-configured settings, such as settings for home or office network. Next, Telnet and SSH. The Telnet is a network protocol that allows users to access and control computer or other network device remotely over a TCP or IP connection. However, Telnet has a weakness because the data sent is not encrypted, making it vulnerable to security attacks. SSH Secure Shell is a network protocol that allows users to access and control computer or other network device remotely in a more secure way. SSH uses encryption to protect the data, then making it more secure than Telnet. SSH also supports turn user authentication and can be used to access various types of network device. And last, concept of serial console. Serial console is a method for accessing and controlling network devices such as router, switch, or server through a serial connection. Serial console enables users to directly access network device and perform configuration, troubleshooting, and monitoring. For basic concept, serial connection. Serial console uses a serial connection to connect network device to a computer or other device. In serial port, the serial port is the physical interface used to connect the serial cable to the network device, and baud rate, the baud rate is the data transmission speed used to access network device. And terminal emulator, uh, terminal emulator is software used to access the serial console and interact with network device. And advantage, directly access and configure network device and troubleshoot and monitor device, access device without network interface. For the disadvantage, requires a service cable and additional hardware, slower data transmission speeds compared to other network connection. Yeah, maybe this all I can explain to you on this video. Sorry if I any mistake in this video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.